caught the scent, and he wasn't letting go. Midway through the fight, Romero started to resort to desperate tactics. He grabbed, he held, anything to slow the storm. The referee warned him once, then again, and finally took a point for excessive holding. The crowd roared, sensing the momentum shift from frustration to domination. Cruz didn't let up. His combinations started landing clean, each one snapping Raleigh's head back with precision. Left hook to the body, right hand upstairs, over and over, like a rhythm he'd practiced his whole life. Romero tried to fire back, but his punches had lost their sting. His legs looked heavy, his confidence gone. By round 6, the champion looked like a man drowning. His arms dropped, his breathing labored, his expression dazed. Every exchange left him shaken. The swagger that once filled press conferences had vanished, replaced by a grim look of survival. The crowd could feel it. The commentators could see it. The fight was slipping away, second by second. And as the 7th round approached, there was only one question left. Could Rolly Romero survive the storm, or would Cruz finally close the show? What happened next gave everyone their answer, and ended the fight in unforgettable fashion. By the time round 7 began, the writing was on the wall. Rolly Romero's punches had lost their snap. His legs looked heavy, and his eyes, once filled with arrogance, now told a story of survival. Across the ring, Isaac Pitbull Cruz was locked in, breathing steady, eyes cold, waiting for the moment to end it. Cruz stalked him down, cutting off every angle, hammering the body before snapping uppercuts through Raleigh's guard. The sound of each shot drew gasps from the crowd, only grew sharper with each exchange. Then it happened. A brutal left hook to the chin, followed by a right hand that nearly folded Romero in half. He staggered to the ropes, trying to stay upright, but his body betrayed him. Cruz didn't hesitate. He unloaded. Hook, hook, uppercut, another right. Rolly was upright, but his legs were gone. His head snapped back, his arms limp. The referee saw it and stepped in. It was over. The crowd exploded. Pitbull Cruz had done it. No knockdown was needed. He had beaten the fight out of the champion. In that instant, Isaac Cruz became the new WBA super lightweight champion of the world. His corner rushed in, hoisting him high as the Mexican flag waved across the arena. It wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Years of being labeled too short, too limited, too small, erased in one ruthless performance. Across the ring, Rolly Romero stood dazed, trying to process what had just happened. The showman, the talker, the self-proclaimed king, silenced by the man he once mocked. And in that silence, one truth echoed louder than any punch that night. Respect isn't demanded, it's earned. But Cruz's story didn't end there, because what came after this victory would change his career forever. The moment Isaac Pitbull Cruz's hand was raised, the boxing world erupted. Social media lit up with clips of the knockout flurry, fans chanting, "Pitbull, Pitbull," across timelines. Mexico celebrated their new champion, and analysts couldn't stop talking about how Cruz had just bulldozed a man many believed was too big, too strong, and too confident to lose. For Cruz, this victory wasn't just about a title. It was vindication. Years of being the underdog, of hearing he was too short for 140, were finally silenced. The kid who once fought in small gyms in Mexico City had now conquered Las Vegas, claiming his first full world championship. He had gone from being known as the man who almost beat Gervonta Davis to being the man who broke Rolly Romero. Meanwhile, Romero faced a different kind of fight, the one outside the ring. Critics tore him apart for the endless trash talk that led nowhere. Memes flooded the internet. Even some fans who once cheered for him began questioning whether Rolly was built more for microphones than for the spotlight of true championship boxing. But the loss hit deeper than embarrassment. It was a reminder of what happens when pride becomes louder than preparation. Romero's future became uncertain. Would he rebuild or fade into the background as another loudmouth who couldn't deliver when it mattered? For Cruz, however, the future was wide open. With his name now on the list of world champions, new doors swung open. Potential clashes with big names at 140, fresh rivalries, and the promise of redemption Boyd's fans had been begging to see. The pit bull had arrived, and he wasn't leaving the yard anytime soon. Still, beneath all the cheers and headlines, one question remained. Was this the night Cruz became a legend, or just the beginning of something even bigger? When the dust settled in Las Vegas, the story was bigger than just a title change.